That's what they go by now, right? So this was started by this man in 1830. Where were we? One more time, Jacob, come here. Where were we in 1830?
America.
Yeah, but what was our condition?
Slaves.
We were slaves in America.
Right.
When that was created. Now let's move on to Ellen G. White. Oh, this is a particular demon right here. Particular demon. And she is the reason why a lot of our women are very ghoulish today.
Bring it out!
Like a man, masculine. Don't got an ounce of submission in them, don't got an ounce of femininity. This is why. Broken in the way of repentance. And understand, I have to take this off. I can't do it. This is idolatry.
Right.
That's why he asked that question. Why you wear that? Now I'm gonna show you. Give me Timothy. Watch this. Listen carefully. Because once upon a time, we all knew what I'm saying right now, sis. We all knew. But slavery happened to us. And could we read in slavery? We couldn't read in slavery. What would happen if we read in slavery?
No.
Huh? You would get beat. What would happen if we read in slavery? The blacks read in slavery. What would happen? What else? Killed. You sure? You look uncertain about that. I know y'all know your education systems are far better than ours. So I know you're taught history. You're taught history. We will be beaten or killed. Not only that, we got plenty of movies showing we will be killed for that. We will be killed. If to say the least, my children will be taken from me. I will be put somewhere else and they will be put somewhere else. Or anybody who I showed the Bible to will be taken and put on another plantation. Lord knows where. So those are the type of things that would happen just for reading. What was the issue of reading? Why was reading so punishable? Fight for ourselves. What about identity? What about we understand who we are? Go to Sirach. Go to Sirach chapter 23, 24. Watch this, sister. I'm going to show you something. Because the whole time we've been up here, what we're trying to do is bring our people back to their true identity.
That's right.
True identity, because we serve in everybody's identity. Watch this. What's Halloween? It's scary time, right? And you dress up and you run around, you get candy and stuff. It's fun, right? What's Passover? Right. You have no idea. Sister said, what is that? Sister said, what is it? So I'm showing you, sis, we've been discontinued from our heritage. Right. Now we're serving other people. That's a pagan holiday. Right. Where you worship Satan. Right. That's what that is. But we know that, but we don't know anything else to worship. So if we don't worship that, because you didn't know that was evil, Halloween is evil. Everybody knows that, right? Yeah, everybody knows that. But we serve it because we don't have anything else to serve. We have fun on that day because we don't know we have better things to do. Right. We don't know that we have more holidays than this wicked kingdom we live in right now. We don't know that, sis. Watch this.
The book of Sirach, chapter 24, verse 23. All these things are the book of the covenant of the Most High God.
So all these things we read in this book is a covenant of the Most High God. A covenant is an agreement between two people, right? So God's people have a covenant with him. Watch this.
Even the law which Moses commanded for an heritage.
So what is that covenant? What is that covenant, sir? Well, yeah, right, but watch this. What is the covenant? Read it again.
All these things are the book of the covenant of the Most High God. Even the law.
Even what?
The law.
What?
The law.
What is the covenant? What is the agreement between us and God? The law of God.
That's right.
That's the covenant between us and him. Watch this.
Which Moses commanded for.
The same law is the covenant that he's talking about. The same law we read about in the Old Testament is the covenant between us and God. Where was Halloween in that covenant?
You know.
It's not there. It's not there. In fact, it's thou shalt not in the covenant. In the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 23, it covers that. Don't do all these things these heathen doing. Don't do all these things these other nations is doing. In fact, burn them with fire. That's what our heritage tells us. Watch this. So that law is the covenant we have with our God, right? But watch what that covenant is.
which Moses commanded for an heritage.
For what?
And heritage.
What?
And heritage.
One more time.
And heritage.
The laws of God is our heritage.
Right.
You know what's in the laws of God? Feast days,
Right.
our holidays,
Right.
Passover,
Right.
tabernacles,
Right.
new moon,
Right.
the seventh day Sabbath.
That's right.
And the list goes, blowing the trumpets. We can go on and on and on. When these feast days of our heritage come up, yo, you see all these brothers around, we get together, we have a good time.
Right.
We have a good time. We party hard. Yeah, there's more of us than this. This just a little taste. We are a world. We are a nation of God's people. Watch this.
Unto the congregations of Jacob.
Stick with me, sis. Stick with me. Watch this. Read it again.
All these things are the book of the covenant of the Most High God, even the law which Moses commanded for an heritage unto the congregations of Jacob.
These are the things that Moses gave to us by the hand of God. God told Moses, look, tell my people, you listen, what's your name? I gotta get your name. Because when you drift off, I gotta snap you back. What's your name? Zariah? Okay. We got some, all right. All right, so listen, Zariah and what's your name? Jacob, Aiden, Jonathan. Connor, Aiden, Jacob. All right, and Zariah. All right, so Moses commanded for a covenant what is our heritage, and that's the laws of God, right? So there's laws regarding marriage, there's laws regarding how we eat, there's laws regarding what days we worship God on, and it ain't Sunday. I'm gonna drop that out there now. It ain't Sunday. Yeah, that's worship of a sun god. That's also what? Y'all know what it is. What is Sunday worship in reality?
Day of rest.
No, that's the Sabbath. The Sabbath damn sure ain't Sunday.
Right.
That's right.
Right, we've been lied to. It's all a lie. Sister, what day do we worship God? What day is the Sabbath? Where'd you learn that? Huh? Your aunt. So your aunt taught you know where she got it from? Okay, let's get it real quick. Watch this. Let me show you. Now remember, all these things are our heritage, and these are the things we have to take on to ourselves for our real identity. This is how we have to identify ourselves. Otherwise, you know what we're going to be doing? Halloween. We know it's worshiping Satan. We know that. Guess what? Christ wasn't born on December 25th either.
Right.
Bring it out.
He wasn't, and he never told you to worship his birthday.
Right.
You see how we've been lied to? We're following somebody else's heritage.
Bring it out.
That is actually the summer solstice being worshipped. That's also paganism.
Right.
Yeah, that's paganism. And it's disguised for something, because you believe in Jesus, right? So it has a Jesus disguise on it. It has nothing to do with Jesus. Christmas is Satan worship.
Right.
Watch this.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
Why he gotta say remember the Sabbath day? For the same reason he gotta tell you, why you wear that? What profit do you get out of wearing it? Because one day you will forget. You always knew, I'm not supposed to put no idol on me. God never said worship no cross, especially anything that I'm put to death on. Because a lot of us were swinging from these same trees in North Carolina, wasn't we?
Right.
Yeah, we were swinging from these trees. How about we put some trees up there? Yeah, let's put some trees and some bodies hanging in the trees on our necklace. Let's do that. What's the difference? It's in honor of our brothers and sisters that died that way, right? Because we want to honor how they died, right? So let's put some hanging bodies on our neck. Let's do that. It makes no sense. We were taught that in lies. We were taught that in falsehood. We were taught that, where that sign at with all the lies on? All these things that we worship now, sis, Zariah, all these things that we worship now, we were taught. This it right here. Look at it. Check this out, right? Check this out. I just want you to look at this. I just want you to look at this. Y'all can see it too. This Baptist, right? That's a religion, right? Baptist. Who is this right here? John Smith. What's that year right there? 1608, right? Where were the blacks in 1608?
Bring it out.
Where were we?
Y'all were slaves in America.
Say it again on the mic.
I don't want to speak on mic.
Why? Why? It's history. It's everybody knows it's history.
I'm stage shy.
Me too. I'm shy. Bro, I'm shy. I'm very, very shy.
Slaves in America.
We were slaves in America in 1608. Now let's move on to the next one. Joseph Smith. Joseph Smith, right? This is Joseph Smith. This is we go, sister, what we going over is who created all these things that our people worship today.
Right.
So, Zariah, you with me?
Yeah.
We gonna protect, we gonna make sure you don't get left for nothing, sis. You don't gotta look around. Watch this. This is Joseph Smith, right? Zariah, you with me?
Sorry.
This is Joseph Smith, right?
Yeah.
This is him. He created Mormonism. You know the people that ride around on bikes?
Right.
And they got the tie on, and they keep a lot of pins in their pocket right here, and this and that, right? You know, you familiar with these people, right? You don't know who the Mormons is, bro? They ride around on the bikes in our neighborhoods.
What you said, the white
But you know who it is,
I know what you're
right?
talking about.
Yeah, you know the Church of, what is it called? Church of
Latter-day Saints.
The Church of Latter-day Saints. Those are the Mormons today, right? So they have to they have to redub that because there's a very racist beginning. So they don't call themselves Mormons anymore. They call themselves elders of the Church of Latter-day Saints now. That's what they go by now, right? So this was started by this man in 1830. Where were we? One more time, Jacob, come here. Where were we in 1830?
America?
Yeah, but what was our
America?
condition?
Slaves?
We were slaves in America.
Right.
When that was created. Now let's move on to Ellen G. White. Oh, this is a particular demon right here. Particular demon. And she is the reason why a lot of our women are very bullish today.
Bring it out!
Like a man, masculine. Don't got an ounce of submission in them, don't got an ounce of femininity. This is why. Or she helped usher in that age of that with our women. Because our women were married to a husband. Our women understood their role and their position in a marriage. Because everybody can't be daddy.
Right.
Daddy got to be daddy.
Right.
Everybody can't be mama. Mama got to be mama.
Right.
Now our women don't understand that there's a difference in these relationships. So look, this is Ellen G. White. What is that right there? Adventist. Now they say worship on the Sabbath, right? That's what they say. Worship on the Sabbath, right? On Saturday, right? But where were we in 1863?
No.
Jacob, you're wrong. Come back, brother.
No.
Come back.
I can't.
My brother, come on, come back. Come back. Yeah. Come on.
America as slaves?
We were in America, and our condition was slavery.
That's right.
Slavery. Do y'all agree? Yeah. Watch this. Let's move on. We got to get through this. So look, watch this. This is Charles T. Russell. Charles T. Russell. What did he create? What did he create? Y'all with me? Zariah, I see you checking this out. That's good. Check him out. Well, right here, Charles T. Russell.
Brother, that's what he's doing. I'm trying to see the sun.
Huh? He created the Jehovah's Witness. Jehovah's Witness. Right? I'm being funny. Jehovah's Witness. He created Jehovah's Witness, right? This is Charles T. Russell. When did he create that? Where were we in 1872? We was in slavery. Yeah, you see the trend here, right? You starting to put the picture together now, right? So all these things that our people serve, and all these religions, and all these heritage, and all these identities we have, came from the same people who brought you here in chains.
Right.
The same people. Now, do you think those people said, no, go to, drop that. Go to Deuteronomy 7. Go to Deuteronomy 7 and say, do you think these same people who done this here did it so that you understand this? Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Yeah.
For thou art an holy people.
Who is God talking to right here? Deuteronomy 1 and 1. Real fast. Do it real fast. I'm going to show you who he's talking to. Because nowadays he's talking to everybody. Everybody. But the Bible never said that. Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
One more time.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So was the Lord talking to everybody? He wasn't. But that's what all these liars taught us. That was for everybody. Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
So who is the Lord talking to? Who is he talking to? Aiden, Jacob, talking to who? You guys said on the mic, bro. You said it strong.
Israel.
That's
He's
right.
talking to Israel. He's talking to Israel. You know who Israel is? Israel is the today. Right now, the blacks, the Hispanics, and the so-called Native, we all so-called black, so-called Native Americans, so-called Hispanics.
That's right.
Those are the Israelites, and I'm going to prove it. Do y'all agree with that? You don't agree, Jacob.
That seems like a lot in just one area.
I got you. I got you, and I understand where you're coming from. Watch this.
For thou art an holy people
So who's the holy people he's talking about?
Israel.
Israel. Read.
unto the Lord thy God.
Unto the Lord thy. You know that word thy there, that's a possessive word, is it not? Well, how old are y'all? 16. You got good education. You about ready for college. You in college yet? So that word thy, is it particular or does it mean everybody? It's particular. It's particular. It's possessive. Thy means yours, right? Come on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
Is that word the particular? Right. It's very specific. Come on.
To be a special people unto himself.
All right, you listening? This is the part. What's your name, bro? Jeremy and Zariah. Y'all got to listen to this part. Start from the top. Because this is how you begin to feel different about yourself.
Right.
This is how you begin to identify with something better than what this place has taught you are. Or taught you about your brothers and your sisters. Watch this.
For thou art an holy people.
That's you. You are our people are a holy people. Watch this.
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people.
Hold on, brothers. We got a Joshua 6 this. Read that again.
For thou art an holy people.
For thou art an holy people.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Unto the Lord thy God.
The Lord thy God.
The Lord thy God
hath chosen thee.
hath chosen thee.
So
Listen. I know, give me 2 seconds. You got to hear this part. 2 seconds. Watch this.
to be a special people
To be a special people
unto himself
unto himself
above all people
all people
that are upon the face of the earth.
that are upon the face of the earth. So you know that thing that we do when we crying for equality? That is sin to God. That's abomination to God.
Right.
God just said that we are above all people on the face of the earth.
Right.
We are his chosen people. How do we know that? Deuteronomy 28.
Bring it out.
Real quick, because I'm going to prove. Because you're like, yo, but what about them? Watch this. Watch this, because that's the question we always got. We do this every day, everywhere, all over the earth. And no matter where we are on the earth, our people are always worried about the other people. Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
So remember, his commandments were what? That was our heritage. So if in our covenant agreement, you keep my commandments, and I'll give you everything. I'll choose you above everybody. Watch this.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
But if we don't keep our heritage, if we start putting crosses on our neck, if we start wearing pants as women, if we forget the things that the Lord taught us was our heritage, a curse would be upon us. Watch this.
And overtake thee.
And the curses would overtake us. No matter how much money you got, no matter, just like Oprah Winfrey. We always bring this up. Oprah Winfrey, y'all know how rich she is, right? Oprah Winfrey is married. Sister, stand up. I can see your clique. Stand up.
I'm
I
sorry.
see you. All right.
Trying to read.
I got you. I know it ain't no until, but I'm gonna help you out. All right. So Oprah Winfrey, she went to, was it Louis Vuitton? She went somewhere, Louis Vuitton store. They said, get your ass out of here. We don't care who you are. In France, Oprah Winfrey is a multi-billionaire. She definitely got it. But could her money save her from the curse that will be upon our people in that day? Absolutely not. That's what the Lord meant when he said, those curses are going to come upon you and overtake you. Read.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
And you're going to be cursed in the city. Look around. Well, it's kind of the suburbs. But in our communities, y'all know how we get down. You go to sleep to firecrackers. They ain't firecrackers, they gunshots. But we go to sleep to that. That's regular. We become desensitized to horrible crimes.
That's right.
We become desensitized to it. It's just another day. Read on. So we cursed in the city. Read on.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Look at this. Look at this. You see this sign with this image here? And we didn't make these images. You can Google this and pull it off the internet. These are history books that we got these images out of. You see us in the field right here? You see that cotton right there we picking? You can drive through here. Y'all from North Carolina? You can drive through North Carolina and you can smell the slavery in the air. You can still see the plantation set up where many of our forefathers and mothers were brutally massacred.
Right.
Brutally fed to the dogs.
Right.
Hung in trees.
Right.
Cut down.
Right.
Raped.
Right.
The men included. You know how we like to act all the time, yeah, nigga, step on my shoe, yeah. Niggas was getting raped. Right. Just like the women. That's our history. That's the atrocities that we went through.
Bring it
so
out.
he said, cursed shalt thou be in the field, in slavery. Cursed shall thou be. Watch this. Jump down to verse 32. Let's get some things that hit home for these sisters and this brother.
Bring it verse out. 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Your sons and daughters going to be taken from you and given to another people.
Bring it out.
Whose history is that? Let me ask Jacob and Aiden and I forget your name.
Ever seen this stuff before? Y'all ever seen anything like this?
Thank you. Let me ask y'all. Whose history was it to have their children taken from them and given to another people? Say it again. Say it on the mic. Because we got to teach them. Y'all got good education. We just catching up. Blacks, who are the Israelites. That's our history. Right here in North Carolina and the rest of the world. That's our history. And that was systematic. Watch this.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Y'all hear that, young man? At one point in time, y'all was given to another people. You was taken from your mother and your father, and you was given to another slave master somewhere else. And there was nothing your parents could do to save you. That's why, and we don't know these things or the effect, the psychological effect of these things on ourselves. So that's why we hate ourselves, thus making us hate each other. So when we see each other, if you step on my shoe, what I gotta do to you? If I step on your shoe, what you gotta do to me? If I got something in my pocket that you want, that you ain't got, what you gonna do? You gonna take it. It's because you don't know how great you are. You don't know how great I am. We don't have no identity. Watch this, last scripture, 68.
Verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now, we got to back up. You heard that ships, right? Let's back up. That word Egypt, you think that means Northeast Africa, right? It don't. That word Egypt means slavery. That's what it means, slavery. Yeah, watch this, I'm going to show you.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of what?
The house of bondage.
Somebody look it up. Go on there and ask the white man on Google what the word Egypt means. The translation for Egypt. Real quick. Give me a second. I'm going to have them translate it or Google the definition of it. The word Egypt means bondage, suffering, slavery, misery. That's what the word Egypt, which is a Latin word, it wasn't called that in ancient Egypt because Latin wasn't around in ancient Egypt, was it? No, it was Hamitic languages at that time, not Latin. So was Egypt called a Latin name in the time of ancient Egypt? No, it was called the land of Ham or Mizraim. That's what it was called. Watch this.
Verse 68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So you going back into bondage again because we came out of ancient Egypt in out of what condition? The Israelites was in Egypt in what condition? We were slaves in Egypt. You know how our people think we Egyptians? We're not Egyptians. We were slaves to the Egyptians. Slaves. So he's going to send us back into Egypt on slave ships. He's going to send us back into captivity, bondage, slavery on ships. Y'all understand? That's in the Bible. Your same Bible at home, that's in there. Watch this, read on.
By the way whereof I spake.
Watch this, so the same place I'm saying this to you.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
So Moses is telling you, I'm not talking about you coming back into slavery in this Egypt. You're going to be sent out on ships. And when you get off those slave ships, what's going to happen?
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And there you're going to be sold. 2 nigga gals to Master Charles. Well, good, young, healthy stock in her womb right now. Ready to give birth any day, make a good book. That's our history. And that's what's written and recorded about the Israelites in the Holy Bible that we all say we going to church to learn on Sunday. That's in that same book. We are the Israelites. The history in the Bible records what happened to our people.
Right.
And this is only, nobody can say that belongs to. Everybody can say, well, I want some of Jesus too. I want some of the kingdom of heaven too. I want some of the promises too. You want some of this curse? Can't nobody say this curse is what they went through. Nobody. And I'm not talking about one or two. I'm talking about systematically as a nation of people.
Right.
Now we call ourselves the color of her shorts, the color of my boots. What land is black? Where we go to? Land of black. We got China. That's the Chinese people, right? We got even the Caucasians have Caucasus Mountains, right? Georgia, Russia. I'm sorry. Where's our land of black if we black? No, we the Israelites.
That's right.
You sisters, you brothers are the Israelites. You must repent and keep God's commandments.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the